Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will learn about the differences between centralized, decentralized, and distributed systems. So, in the case of the centralized system, there is a single point of control. That is, all the nodes in the network are controlled by a single authority. Whereas in the case of the decentralized system, uh, there is multiple controls of authority. There is a shared control. So multiple entities have independent authority and collaborate in decision making. Whereas in the case of distributed systems, the tasks and data are distributed across multiple nodes with no central authority. So now let's deep dive into these topics. So first one is the centralized systems. So these centralized systems have a single central authority. That means a single uh, system will control all the nodes in the network. So this authority may be a company, a government, or a single person. Centralized systems are often easy to manage and maintain, but they are also vulnerable to single points of failure. So this is the main problem in the centralized system. If the central authority is compromised or goes down, the entire system can be affected. So in the central system, there is a single point of control. So this central authority, which is there available in the network, has the central authority and makes decisions and manages resources. Imagine a king ruling a kingdom. The main problem in the centralized system is the single point of failure. If the central authority fails, the entire system fails. So you can think of a power grid controlled by a single station. And one of the drawback of the centralized system is that it is very it is less flexible. Adapting to change requires approval from the central authority. Some of the examples of the centralized system are a traditional banking system, social media platforms, and e-commerce websites. So now let us see how the data will be stored in the centralized database. So we're considering the PayPal application. So PayPal is an app similar to the it is a money transferring app application. So all the nodes connected to the it will maintain all the data of the customers who are using the PayPal app application. So all nodes connect to a single central node that is controlled by one entity. So all the transactions done by the customers will be saved in the centralized server. The next one is the decentralized systems. So there is no central authority in the decentralized system and it is controlled by a network of peers. So this makes a decentralized system more resilient to failure. That means it can easily recover from the failure because there is no central authority and the control is distributed among the different peers as we can see in the picture. So here the control is distributed to the different peers of the networks. Okay. So as the network can continue to operate even if some nodes go down. If some of the nodes go down also, the remaining network can act properly. So this architecture still tolerates multiple numbers of failures until the network becomes disconnected. So there is a shared control in the decentralized system. Multiple entities have independent authority and collaborate in decision making. So you can think of a federation of states with individual autonomy. So you can consider federation of states. That means each king is ruling a state, whereas in the centralized system, a single king is ruling the entire country. But in the decentralized system, a king is ruling a state like that. So the federal states are ruled by multiple kings, and all the kings will coordinate with each other. It is this system is more flexible and it can adapt to change more easily as decisions are not solely dependent on a central authority and it can withstand with the failures. There is no single point of failure here and the system can continue even if some parts fail. Imagine a peer-to-peer network where data exists on multiple devices. So some of the examples of the decentralized system is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Filecoin. So blockchain technology is the example of decentralized system. Uh, so in that there are different platforms such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Filecoin. So you can see the example here in the decentralized system. So in the particular blockchain network, so there are multiple nodes, and every node is connected to every other node. That is, it forms a peer-to-peer network. So every node will be connected to the every other node. So you can consider the fifth user. So fifth user is connected to sixth user, first user, second, third, and fourth. So he's connected to all the users in the network. So whatever the updations or whatever the transactions are done, so immediately all the transactions will be updated to the databases in the system. And each node can maintain a replicated copy of the same data, and each node may not know the identity of the other nodes, and all nodes are controlled by many entities who may be anonymous. So that's why here we're calling them anonymous user. So we don't know the identity of the particular nodes who are using that node, but we can share that data, the replicated copy of data to all the people in the network. The next one is the distributed systems. So in this system, everyone collectively executes the job, and tasks and data are distributed across multiple nodes with no central authority. So you can think of internet where websites resides on various servers, and these distributed systems are scalable. It can easily add more nodes to increase the capacity to the network. Imagine adding servers to a website to handle more traffic. And distributed systems are very complex, so managing and coordinating a distributed system will be very complex. Examples of the distributed systems are internet, cloud computing platforms, peer-to-peer networks. So this is the diagram of how the distributed database works. So we are considering the Amazon Web Services here. Each node can maintain a replicated copy of the same data. Each node knows the ID of other nodes, and all nodes are controlled by one entity. So here the difference is we can know uh, the identity of the particular node, whereas in the decentralized system we don't know the ID of the other nodes. So every node will be maintained by an anonymous user in the decentralized system, but here the ID of all the nodes are known here, and all the nodes are controlled by one entity. Okay, so this is about the distributed systems. So if you want to summarize all these things, that is the centralized, decentralized, and distributed systems, uh, you can see the you can consider the centralized system as one king who is ruling the entire country. In the similar way, a decentralized system we can consider as many kings who are ruling the country, the federal states in the country, and they can coordinate with each other. And distributed systems uh, gives an example of there is no king in the distributed systems, just a bunch of independent knights working together and knowing each other. Whereas in the decentralized system, so they will